For a long time, these two have been duking it out since 1984, and up to every incarnation of these two, it just, to this day, Jay, from toys, animation, comic books, even movies, it's just that to this day, no matter how many incarnations, these two have solidified what rivalry is all about. What will you enjoy about the rivalry of these two, Jay?
Well, these are two legendary figures, not just in being the most recognizable generals in Transformer history. It's just, as you said, this rivalry is constantly renewed over the past 25 plus years as you keep seeing new incarnations of both of these figures. Optimus Prime and Megatron are iconic figures in not only the Transformer toy line, but in toy history in general.
But better yet, what makes it so awesome is that these two will fight out in death no matter what. Prime died multiple times, Megatron died multiple times, but each incarnation, they getting wicked sick beyond words or downright upgrade like a computer.
Well, no doubt. I mean, every time over the years, whenever an Optimus Prime or Megatron figure come out, you sit there and you look at the different incarnations and you think, wow, this is a really, really sick figure. They can't get any better than this. And then lo and behold, another incarnation comes out that surpasses the previous one. And I look forward to, especially with the new movie coming up, I look forward to seeing how they're going to reinvent Optimus Prime and Megatron for this new feature.
Yeah, I saw a lot. We saw a lot in how Megatron becoming a new Earth-style vehicle mode, which shocks me and Jay a little bit. But also seeing that another Voyager-sized Prime that outsmarts the other one. Does he stack up? We only time will tell. But beforehand, how Megatron and Prime look. Only one thing can tell you, Jay. What's the big difference between Prime and Megatron?
Well, when we talk about the Megatron, you look at, originally I got the leader class figure before the movie came out, and I thought the figure was really, really stellar. I mean, beside having the problem with the arm that has the blade / cannon on it, I thought this figure was extremely nice. However, I was disappointed when I did get a chance to see Revenge of the Fallen to discover that they didn't incorporate his flight mode, which made him a triple changer. And the Voyager class, I was so pleased to see that they actually incorporated the triple change feature and gave him his flight and his tank mode. I thought that was really, really cool. But you know what excites me about this Prime?
You have the Matrix of leadership, guns, swords. I mean, this is the Prime that make me want to cry so good with enjoyment, because it beats out the leader class by a mile a little bit. Because, again, the Japanese step it up beyond words, but since it was so...
Oh, the Buster Prime is sick.
Yep, until we heard that it's going to be a new Voyager Prime coming out, I'm like, damn, cool.
I mean, it's really, really nice. For all intents and purposes, it's a leader class shrunk down.
Exactly. But the only thing that disappoints me is I wish they had used the Jetfire add-on to the original Voyager Prime from the first movie, and then you know firsthand that would take it up 10 notches in Prime's funnel mirror. But since we got the shrunk down version, that shoots it down pretty well. So Jay, are we ready for this review or what?
Let's do it.
Because now this is how you end the year, with a bang.
Now, we done took them out the pack, and we getting a chance to look at these guys in their vehicle modes, and I must admit, particularly with the Prime, I'm very, very impressed. As a Voyager class, the previous issue that was reissued several times in several different color schemes does not, I mean, it pales in comparison to this one. Speed, how you feeling about it?
About the Prime, you hit the nail on the head. I can't even argue about it. The previous incarnation of Prime, just, again, it's just that he looks a lot different. And look closely look like his leader class counterpart. It's just that the power of him just speaking volumes, you know, complete volumes.
I mean, again, it's not to take anything away from the previous Voyager class Prime, other than the fact that he got reissued, I don't know what, 5 or 6 times. Like I said,
bigger times than that too.
This one definitely looks more movie accurate, both in vehicle and robot mode. And like you said, it reminds you a lot of the leader class. Both leader classes, in fact, for me. Because from the first movie, if you remember the leader class Prime, he had the dark tinted windows, as opposed to the second leader class, he came out with the clear windows on his chest.
Yeah.
So it kind of is reminiscent of both of those, and I really, really dig in this one.
Yeah, but as for Megatron, now this is a Megatron body mode. It looks much more better than its leader counterpart.
I agree. It looks definitely more movie accurate when you look at his vehicle mode, the tank/flight mode.
And most definitely, the only thing that we both of us feel disappointed about is the color scheme. Should have been more gray, or kind of like war-torn gray, but nevertheless, I love how they got him in the vehicle mode the most, Jay.
Well, I mean, I really, really love the leader class one because I liked the color scheme with that brilliant satiny silver that kind of gave you the reminiscent G1 feel. You know, with the Megatron gun, the original one that came out that was chrome plated. It kind of gave you that kind of throwback feel to it. Like I said, this one, as far as the sculpting itself, the sculpting is immaculate. I mean, the detail on both of these is really, really nice. And I think as a collector, you definitely need to pick these up. Why don't you spin them around a little bit and show them different angles?
Most definitely. It rolls real well. Optimus Prime, he rolls real well. I mean, on a flat surface, despite having problems transforming him, it's just that, again, he got a wicked stance right here. And as for us Megatron, same thing goes here. I mean, they both roll real well. Now, again, Prime and Megatron have been around for such a long time, but when I see them in vehicle modes, any art mode, these two shines more gloriously than any Transformer I've seen to this modern day age.
Now, I gotta admit, Optimus Prime, and y'all know, y'all watch enough reviews with us, is one of my favorite characters, and in fact, he's my favorite Transformer of all of them. And Megatron being his counterpart, most of my friends / associates just automatically assume Megatron will be my second favorite. Megatron is cool, Megatron is the bomb, but Starscream is the man.
But like Jay said, he ain't the only one. Me, like Jay said, I'm also a Prime freak. Not because of vehicle modes, of incarnation of Optimus Prime, but the power of what a hero can do. I mean, so many people try to say, why do we need Optimus Prime? I'll give you a straight answer. Prime can work either way, because it's kind of like the father figure, the leader figure, I mean, superhero figure. I mean, here's the first guy, those two guys to the Autobots. You may have your many others who try to claim the glory or top prize or anything. You cannot have Transformers without Optimus Prime. But as for Megatron, you gotta have him become the antagonist. And I see enough Megatron to know him. I mean, this Megatron has so many incarnations, especially from the Beast Wars one. This Megatron rallies Prime as the antagonist to all things. Because, again, do we need Megatron and Optimus Prime? Yes. Because without them, it'll be quite boring. But, Jay, how do you feel about that?
Well, like I said, when you think about Optimus Prime, in his varying animated carnations, some of the times was a little bit too heroic, but at the same time, iconically, he always represents the best in us all. And his mission, if you would, in leading the Autobots is to bring out the best in others. So, like I said, as a hero, he is probably one of the most underrated when you think about heroes among other toy lines and series. But he is definitely the epitome of what a leader does and should demonstrate in many capacities. As for Megatron, many varying different incarnations of Megatron, all the way from the subtle to the completely insane and over the top. Megatron is one of these characters that you can't have good without evil, and the greater the good, the greater and more maniacal the evil. And these two incarnations, like I said, being stemmed from Revenge of the Fallen, are very, very impressive, both in their vehicle modes and the sculpting. But you know what? More than that, I'm interested to see what they look like in robot mode.
And most definitely. Now the robot mode's gonna shine the most though. Before we get it out of the way, guys, say these vehicle modes blow my mind away. I mean, both of them look up to par. I mean, only thing I can play about with Megatron is the color scheme. As a Prime, zero problems. So when you transform in robot mode,